Get Gutsy, episode number 84 on Your Excuses Are Boring. Welcome to Get Gutsy. I'm your host, Jenny Fennig, and I am so excited to be on this journey with you. A cutting-edge show blending business and spirituality, Get Gutsy serves up a potent blend of stories, lessons, and tips to help you make a massive impact in the world through your soul's work and your inspired life. No more going it alone, no more excuses. The world needs more brave women saying yes to leadership. Are you with me? Good. Let's get gutsy now. Hey y'all, welcome back to Get Gutsy. Jenny here, super pumped to be with you. I am recording this episode the morning that I'm about to leave for my trip number two during this month of August. We scheduled like 3 trips. I call them trips, vacations, 3 young kids, grandparents. They're kind of trips, but I'm super grateful for them. And they're back to back, like literally 3 weeks in a row, which makes things pretty interesting. But I wanted to make sure I got this episode recorded for you. I'm that committed. I set my alarm for 5 a.m. this morning to finish up a number of projects so that I could go away, not bring my computer, and really unplug. That's the gorgeous piece about leading an online business, a spiritual online business like I've built over, it seems like a lifetime, but it really hasn't been that long in the grand scheme of things. I can, hustle, focus, get stuff done, and then take off and not work, not plug in. That feels really, really good. I have to tell you, when I worked in corporate, I could take vacations and I was totally not thinking about work. And when I look back, it's because I didn't love my work. I loved pieces of it, and it definitely paved the way for me to do what I'm doing now. It was perfectly orchestrated, all of my past careers. And now as an entrepreneur, I'm always really thinking about you. I'm thinking about the work. I'm thinking about the mission and where we're all going together. I have to say that even when I quote unplug, the wheels in my brain are still turning. So that has been an interesting evolution for me. My vacations were more pure, like vacation-y back in corporate life, and I wouldn't change anything. I love what I do. I love serving you. I love creating this podcast for you. I love bringing on guests. I love serving my amazing clients and students in various programs and experiences. So I'm willing to set my alarm for 5 a.m., get up, get stuff done, and then head out the door with my crew. So if you haven't yet found the work that makes you super excited to get up at 5 a.m. and get stuff done before you go do whatever, then, keep listening, keep searching, and trust that it's out there. You are allowed to have this. This is it. This is it. Like for me, I know I'm living my soul's calling because I absolutely love what I do. I love what I do. And I love seeing people come in and say yes, I want to be a part of this, Jenny. Yes, thank you. You have answered my prayers. You have helped me solve this problem. That's what I hear all the time from, tribe members. Right now, I'm doing a lot of conversations for our leadership incubator, our just business builder, and our mastermind, which is called Glow. It's my 6th year leading a mastermind, and it's just so awesome seeing the applications come through, having these conversations. Some of our crew that's going to go on this journey with us starting next month, they're people who've been in past masterminds of mine. They're coming back. They loved it so much, they're coming back. Others are people I'm just meeting. Literally, they're just finding out about me. We've been running some pretty, we have a pretty substantial Facebook ad campaign happening. You may see my ads on Facebook. And so I'm getting applications from people that just found me, and they're like, oh my gosh, this is the thing. I am so ready to take this next step with you. That's awesome. It's so awesome. It's just so awesome. So know that whatever you want to build, whatever you want to create, whatever you're being called to do in the world, it's absolutely possible. And what you're going to need to do is drop your excuses. Okay? Absolutely drop your excuses. That's what I want to talk to you about today. The name of this episode is Your Excuses Are Boring, and they are. And I'm going to get pretty hardcore with you today because I have to. I'm not here to just let you kind of be small through life. I mean, that's not my job. I am a coach, I am a guide, I'm a teacher. I'm also a parent, so I have to do this with my kids too. 3 kids. And I'm pretty fierce when it comes to listening for excuses and lovingly yet firmly calling my people out like, hey dude, that's an excuse. What's up? What's up? And I honestly, I just don't have the patience for them anymore. I don't. I don't. How about you? How about you? So let's dive in. Let's dive in, shall we? Oh yeah, and before we do, heads up, like if you're listening to this close to when we're launching this episode, this week starting what's the date? What's the date? Starting Thursday, August 25th, I am leading something really rad. It's a 7-day free challenge called the Get Gutsy Challenge. If you're listening to this podcast, like you got to come in. Go to getgutsychallenge.com and you can be a part of it. Again, totally free to you. The intention of the Get Gutsy Challenge is to help you grow your message, reach, and faith. And so I give you these really powerful assignments each day. They're writing assignments, and there's some gorgeous nuggets delivered to you by email every day, like super simple. And you're going to take action. I give you some writing prompts, and you're going to get out there and be more visible with your communities, with the tribe that you're here to serve. That's usually what I see when people come to me and they want to start working together. I'm like, okay, you're not visible enough. Like maybe you're on social media, but you're just showing up as like you in your personal life. That's fine, but we need to get you out there more as a public figure, more as somebody who is a leader, shining light, sharing your teachings, sharing the work that you came here to share, and being super smart about how you are positioning yourself, what marketing tools that you're using, all that. So the Get Gutsy Challenge, come on in, getgutsychallenge.com. We start Thursday, August 25th. It's going to be so gorgeous. You're going to be showing up in our free Facebook group, and then on your social media channels. You can share this stuff on your blog, like wherever. And you're going to be really held beautifully throughout the challenge. I've got some awesome, what I call fire tenders, some of my really great students in various programs that we have hand selected to help tend the fire that will be generated during the Get Gutsy Challenge. So come on in. The Get Gutsy Challenge is brought to you by Glow, which is my mastermind. If you feel called to be supported deeply by me over the next 6 months, go to glowmastermind.com and check it out. Fill out an app. If we feel like we can offer you a spot, you and I will hop on a call together. We have a number of our spots are taken. So see what we got. This is it. Don't give me your excuses because they're boring. So what are some of your favorite excuses? Come on, you fall into these traps, and we all do from time to time. I'm going to just give you some of these excuses that, I hear all the time. Trust me. And I'm sure you've used them. You've heard them too. Here they are. I don't have time. I can't afford it. I don't have what it takes. All the good fill in the blank are taken. All the good men are taken. All the good jobs are taken. All the good houses are taken. All the good whatevers are taken. Okay? I'm too late. I'm too old. I'm too young. I'm too fat. I'm too skinny. I'm too short. I'm too tall. I actually asked members of my tribe to tell me about the excuses they hear or use, and I love their responses. Here are a few of them. Elaine Wellman said, "Excuse I hear a lot, that's the way I am." People who believe because they had a particular pattern in the past, that is how it has to be. That's really cool. I like that. Yeah, the pattern. Oh my gosh, patterns. Cindy Taylor, she said this: "I always complain about no time, yet I waste a lot of time. Then I wonder where the heck did my time go? Ha! Exercise is my go-to me time. Love it. Time management is key, and learning that my day goes well and my excuses leave." And finally, Jennifer Phillips, she said this: "Favorite excuse, I'll do it tomorrow. I believe it is stepping over wanting into deciding you are going to have it, claiming that it is yours for the having. We can all want something, but it isn't until we make the decision to move forward past our excuse into new territory that we experience new results. I love that, Jennifer. And that visual of you moving into new territory past your excuse, like your excuse is basically the barrier, right? It's like that hurdle. And once you blaze through that excuse, you make that decision, I'm not allowing that excuse to stop me anymore, you will go into new territory. And that new territory can feel freaking scary because you're like, I've never been there before. I've never been to that place. What does it look like? What does it feel like? What does it taste like? What does it sound like? What is it? Oh my gosh, I just saw a little bunny jump by my office window. So cute. Little bunny. Little bunny's hanging out with us right now. Okay, I see animals. Like one time I saw, a few times I've seen deer, I've seen a fox. I love where I live. Okay, so you're gonna feel like, yeah, you're moving into new territory. And like speaking of the animal references, like maybe you're like, oh my God, they're going to be like lions, bears, and dragons there. I mean, literally, that's where some of our like primal thinking goes, and we freaking get scared. Okay. But when you move into new terrain, yeah, you're going to have different experiences. And guess what? You're going to be able to handle it. You are. So, whatever your excuse, it really boils down to I'm not good enough. I'm going to say that again. Whatever your excuse, it really boils down to I'm not good enough. I've got news for you. Your excuses are freaking boring. They will rob you of your destiny, they will steal your joy, and they will keep you small. You must dare to decide to move forward. You must dare to decide to release your excuses. I dedicate an entire chapter in my book, Get Gutsy, to this game-changing concept. Amelia Earhart's quote is printed at the beginning of this chapter in my book. Here it is. The most difficult thing is the decision to act. The rest is merely tenacity. The fears are paper tigers. You can do anything you decide to do. You can act to change and control your life. And the procedure, the process, is its own reward. Yeah. Yeah. So I'm actually going to read you a section from my book right now. It's from that chapter called Daring to Decide. And I want to bring this in because, your excuses are basically on the other side of a decision. Okay. And we're presented with decisions every single day, like multiple moments throughout the day. What are you going to have for breakfast? Are you going to call this person or not? Are you going to take action on this project or not? What are you going to wear? All of it. So I want to read you this section from my book. If you haven't yet read my book, go get it. It's on Amazon. Amazing read. I've had people tell me they read it all like in one night because they just couldn't put it down. I call it memoir mixed with medicine. Like, go read it, leave a review. I want you to kind of spread the word about how the book has impacted you. And I share a lot of very powerful stories in there, stories from my life. So would love to have you read that book. So here we go. I dare you. Remember when you were a kid and you would play Truth or Dare? I played that game. Did you? We would challenge someone by saying truth, dare, double dare, promise, or repeat. Then the challengers would pick their poison. Sometimes a person would flat out dare you to do something like, hey, Jenny, I dare you to do a back handspring in gym class today. Or, Jenny, I double dare you to kiss your boyfriend on the field trip this week. P.S. Both of those things absolutely happened to me. Those were dares that were thrown down to me. The whole idea was like, oh my gosh, they dared me. I've got to do it. For better or worse, that was some powerful energy. So as I was boiling down the steps that I've taken to make my dream real and find my soul's calling, this concept of daring to make a decision bubbled up because this is an area where I see so many women struggle. As you become clear and confident about who you are and what you want and what your dream is, the process of making a decision becomes much, much easier. As you become more clear about who you really are, you will be better able to decide what is best for you the first time around. That quote right there, I'll say it again. It was said by Oprah Winfrey. As you become more clear about who you really are, you will be better able to decide what is best for you the first time around. Boom, boom, boom. Like, keep that in mind. That's so important that you know who you really are. So know this, you're going to be presented with a series of opportunities, decisions, situations, people, places, and things, and it's up to you to decide what is best for you. Yeah. Here's a concept I want you to take in. You must be able to differentiate between an opportunity and a distraction. Until you know what you care about, you will never be able to differentiate between an opportunity and a distraction. This is so, so true. When opportunities and distractions come your way, it is up to you to decide what you want to do about them. Do you engage or do you ignore? 2 points here. Does this opportunity move you forward on the highest path for your soul? If so, it is in fact an opportunity. Point number 2, or does this opportunity take you on a side road that is not in alignment with where you feel pulled to go? Then it's a dreaded distraction. Learn to be discriminating. Learn to decipher. Learn to make a fucking decision. I've got to drop the F-bomb there because I'm serious. Decisions carry so much energy. Decisions are the larger turning points in your life and on your path. Some examples. I'm going to give you a bunch of examples here. You want to make a decision to start a business while still working full-time in the job you hate or not. You want to decide if you're launching a new program or not. You want to decide if you're quitting your job and starting something new or not. You want to decide to sign up for a training course that can totally skyrocket your business or not. You want to decide to take on a new client that you have an uneasy feeling about, or if you want to listen to your gut and say no thanks. You want to decide to hire an assistant so you can focus on being a CEO in your business or keep saying you, quote, can't afford it. You want to decide to get married to your partner or keep things as they are or end the relationship. You want to decide to have a baby or not. You want to decide to stay in your current apartment or look around for something better. You want to decide if it's a good idea to sell all your worldly possessions and travel around the world for an indefinite period of time. Yeah, there are these massive, massive turning points in your life. It takes a boatload of courage to decide. When you do, it will change everything for you, and you can handle what happens next. You can, and you will. So, gorgeous listener, your excuses are boring. Decide to make a move, and make that move. Don't look back. I say that to those who step forward into some of my programs. If I have that conversation with them, like like I said, I've been having these conversations with those who are applying for Glow, and those who move forward. I'm like, congratulations, move forward, don't look back. Because it is so easy to even make the decision and then say, oh no, did I make the right decision? I don't know. And we just sabotage ourselves so much. And why? Why? We don't know when we're going to go. We don't. Just yesterday, as I'm recording this, the weekend before you're going to receive it. And just yesterday, I learned about the passing of one of my high school classmates. We graduated together. And, he wasn't even 40 yet. We're both, I think he was going to be turning 40 later this year. I'm turning 40 next year. So he was 39. Okay. His name was Mark. And Mark, I am thinking of you, buddy. I am really thinking of you. And I know you're up there and you're free from pain. And Mark's twin brother, Scott, passed away not yet 10 years ago. And I had heard that Mark was, obviously, I've lost a sibling. I know how that feels. It's very painful. And the pain never goes away. So, Mark's no longer, quote, in his body. And he was 39. My understanding is that he passed from a heart attack. So, come on, you guys. Do you know, you can't tell me that you know for sure when you're going to take your last breath. That is the ultimate mystery. None of us know. My sister took her last breath. She was 12 years old. She died from cancer. Okay, so I know that I have a higher than normal tolerance for taking on risks and, living with those decisions because of my life experience, because of my sister's death, because of, a number of things like moves that I've made in my life and they've worked out. And I know not everyone is wired like me. However, you don't know when you're going to take your last breath. You don't know how long you have on this planet in this lifetime. You want something really badly right now. I know that for a fact. You want to grow your body of work. You have a mission to fulfill. You have this assignment that is calling you. And I am here to help you do just that. So stop your freaking excuses. I don't want to hear them. Nobody wants to hear them. You don't want to hear them. You have got to make that decision to move forward. Get back on your path. Trust that you are being held and loved unconditionally. You are safe. We've got you. As Gabby Bernstein says in her new book, the universe has your back. Okay? You feel me on this? I'm freaking serious. I'm freaking serious. I want so much goodness for you. I want you to do the work that you came here to do. I want you to build your business around your dream lifestyle. I want you to be able to go on a vacation, unplug. I want you to, launch your offerings. I want you to write your book, launch your podcast, lead your retreats, coach your clients, like whatever it is that you want to do. I want that for you. But here's the deal. Nobody can want that more for you than you do. Okay? If you've been watching the Olympics, Summer Olympics, those coaches, the family members, all those people who are supporting the athletes, they can't want the success of the athlete more than the athlete does. You see? Usain Bolt, he wanted it badly, right? The track and field star from Jamaica. Oh my God, that guy's amazing. He absolutely fulfilled his calling in life. Michael Phelps, dude, that guy wanted it bad. He wanted bad. The swimmer, most decorated swimmer in the history of all swimming, wanted it bad. Simone Biles, gymnast who took the world by storm, took these Olympics by storm, she wanted it freaking bad, and she did it her way. You see? You can't be a champion if you don't want it with every fiber of your being. And so I ask you now, do you want it that bad? Because you've got to really want it. If you look at what I've done in my business, it's because I want it. I want it. Even on those days when I get knocked down, when I'm tired, when I'm like, oh gosh, I go get some rest, and I get up that next day and I'm like, I'm back on. I want it. I never stop wanting it. There's times when I do get tired. There's times when I do get frustrated. Might get down, but you better believe that I want it, because this is not just about me. It's about you. It's about you. It's about serving that tribe that is hungry for my teachings, hungry for my energy, hungry for the sacred space that I create throughout my programs. Like, I have Coach Training School, which is gorgeous. Our current group of students is just blowing up the universe with all of their impact and their just beautiful space holding, their coaching, their shining light. It's really, really exciting to see and witness, and to know, like, I did that, right? I created that. I had the idea and I created it. Our next round who comes through Glow, like the ones who are already in and the ones who've already submitted an application, I have a bunch of calls scheduled coming up. Like, oh my gosh, I cry when I see those applications come through. I'm like, yes, I thank God. Thank you, God. Thank you for sending them to me. Thank you. So thank you, dear listener, for being here. I'm so proud of you. Stay connected. Keep coming back. All right? I love you. This is Jenny Fenig sending you so much love, light, and faith as you get gutsy. I will see you next time.
Hey, this is John Lee Dumas of EO Fire, and you're listening to Get Gutsy with Jenny Fenig. Gutsy leaders unite and ignite.
Hey, are you ready to go on an adventure into the depths of your spirit and the heights of your potential, including a gorgeous sacred retreat to the spiritual center of Costa Rica to kick off the new year? If you are nodding your head yes, if you are jumping up and down saying yes, I invite you to come see what all of the Glow buzz is about. That's right, Glow is my gorgeous 6-month leadership incubator and mastermind for spiritual entrepreneurs. I am so excited to get this out into the world. This is for you if you are ready to build a magnetic brand that allows you to reach more, make more, and play more. You want to join forces with a crew of fellow leaders who support you and love you unconditionally and champion you right alongside with me as you rise higher as the leader of the tribe you are meant to serve. Go check out glowmastermind.com. If you are excited by what you see, I invite you to fill out an application. And note, there are very limited spots available in Glow. If you are a fit for Glow, you and I are going to hop on a private call so I can learn more about you and your big vision and how I can help. Again, go to glowmastermind.com today. I am so excited to see who is coming on this journey with me. It's Glow time.